Hello guys and welcome back to my channel, Writing Practices. If you're planning a new partnership, investment or collaboration and you're looking for a professional way to show your interest without committing to anything legally binding just yet, then a letter of intent is exactly what you need. In today's tutorial, I'm going to walk you through how to write a letter of intent for business deals, step by step, following a professional format that's clear, direct, and easy to customize. We'll break down each section so you understand exactly what to write, why it matters, and how to keep it professional and persuasive. Let's get started. Company letterhead and sender's information. The first thing that should appear at the top of your letter is your company letterhead. If you don't have a formal letterhead, just include your company's name, full address, email, and phone number. This not only looks professional, but also lets the recipient immediately identify who the letter is coming from. Here's how it should appear. Your company name, your company address, city, state, zip code, email address, phone number. Having this at the top shows you're sending the letter in an official capacity on behalf of your business. Date of the letter. Next, skip a line and write the date you're sending the letter. This should follow the format: month, day, year. The date is important because it documents when the initial offer or intention was made, which can be useful in future negotiations or legal clarification. Recipient's information. Now let's move on to the recipient's information. This includes the full name of the person you're writing to, their company name, and their address. Formatting this part correctly adds clarity and shows respect for the person you're addressing. Recipient's name, their company address, city, state, zip code. Make sure you double-check the spelling of the recipient's name and company. It's a small detail that makes a big impression. Subject line, why you're writing. Next, we include the subject line, which tells the recipient exactly what the letter is about. Keep it short and specific. Subject, letter of intent for business collaboration. This helps set the tone and purpose right away. It lets the reader know that you're interested in a potential deal or partnership, but this is not a final agreement, just the first step. Salutation, greeting the recipient. Then we move into the salutation. You should greet the recipient professionally. If you know their name, you can write, "Dear recipient's name." But if you're not sure who will be reading it, it's acceptable to write, "Dear Sir or Madam," or, "To whom it may concern." This maintains a respectful and professional tone. Opening paragraph, stating your intent. The first paragraph gets straight to the point. You want to clearly state who you are, who the other party is, and what you're hoping to pursue together. This letter of intent or LOI outlines the preliminary understanding between your company name, located at your company address, and their company name, located at their company address, with the goal of entering into a mutually beneficial business agreement. This paragraph sets the context for your relationship and expresses your interest in forming a collaboration. Keep it simple and direct. You're not committing to anything yet. You're just opening the door to start a formal conversation. Second paragraph, describing the proposed deal. Next, you explain the nature of the proposed business deal. This section can vary depending on your situation, but in general, you want to briefly describe the type of collaboration and your motivation for it. We are interested in pursuing a business deal involving. Briefly describe the type of business deal, such as joint venture, product distribution, investment, service agreement, etc. Based on our discussions to date, we believe there is strong potential for collaboration that aligns with both of our company's goals and values. What makes this paragraph important is that it builds trust and sets expectations early on. You're saying, "We've thought about this and we believe it could work." Key terms, structuring the relationship. Now we move on to the key terms and intentions, which appear in bullet format. This is one of the most critical parts of the letter because it gives the reader an overview of what the potential deal will involve. These terms are still non-binding, but they provide a helpful roadmap for your future discussions. Let's go through each bullet and talk about what it includes. Nature of agreement. Here you state what kind of relationship you're proposing. Is it a supply agreement? A marketing partnership? Be clear. Describe the type of business relationship you're proposing. Scope of work. This outlines who is responsible for what. You're not detailing every task yet. just giving a general idea of expected deliverables. Summarize the expected responsibilities or deliverables from each party. Timeline. Mention the expected start date and any deadlines. This helps manage both sides' timeframes. Indicate any anticipated start dates or deadlines. Confidentiality. A quick note to reassure the recipient that all shared information will remain private. Both parties agree to keep all shared information confidential during this process. Non-binding terms. This is very important. You're clarifying that this letter is not a legal contract. It's just a statement of intent. This letter is not a binding contract, but reflects a good faith intention to proceed toward a formal agreement. This entire section helps build transparency and creates a shared understanding of what both parties hope to achieve. Next steps. Moving toward a formal agreement. After outlining your intentions and proposed terms, you should let the recipient know how you plan to proceed. This is your way of inviting them into further negotiations and giving them a clear time frame for when you'd like to finalize the deal. We propose to enter into formal negotiations and draft a definitive agreement by proposed date, at which point the specific terms and conditions will be legally binding. We are open to further discussions and modifications to suit the mutual interests of both parties. This line keeps things flexible but shows you're serious about moving forward. Contact information, staying available. Before closing, it's a good idea to invite the recipient to contact you for any clarifications. This keeps the conversation open and cooperative. Please feel free to contact me directly at phone number or email address, should you have any questions or wish to discuss any part of this letter further. You're making it easy for them to reach out, which helps keep the momentum going. Closing statement, ending on a positive note. Now for the final paragraph. You want to close the letter with appreciation and a positive tone. We appreciate your interest and look forward to the opportunity of working together. This signals professionalism and optimism, two things that always go a long way in business communications. Signature, making it official, and finally you wrap up the letter with a polite sign-off and your signature. Sincerely, your full name, your position, your company name. Signature, if printed. Don't forget to sign the letter if you're printing and mailing it. A handwritten signature adds a personal and professional touch. And that wraps up our tutorial on how to write a letter of intent for business deals. Whether you're proposing a joint venture, an investment, or a service agreement, this format will help you present your ideas clearly and professionally, while leaving room for future negotiation. Just remember, the goal is to open the door, not close the deal. Be respectful, transparent, and open to collaboration. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Writing Practices for more step-by-step writing guides, and leave a comment below if you have questions or want help drafting your own LOI. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.